Okay, so apparently there is a Daryl movie in the works at AMC. It's not been greenlit yet, but it might be. Apparently, what this movie is going to be about is that at some point Daryl is going to find out about Rick, and he is going to leave, kind of like how Michonne left earlier this season. Now, my opinions on this movie are that you've already had Rick leave, you've already had Michonne leave, and Judith, she didn't say what happened with Michonne because she was afraid of Daryl leaving. And Daryl flat out said, he's not going to leave. Um, I don't imagine Daryl taking Judith and RJ with him, so I don't know what would make him leave. I wouldn't mind if his leave was a bit more temporary, because Michonne, it's like she's gone for good. Rick gone for good. You know, Rick, he has the movies. Michonne has the possibility of a limited series, kind of like what The Walking Dead World Beyond is, and so it's trying to think. Yeah, so Rick, he has the movies. Michonne, she has the limited series that's apparently going to happen. I wouldn't mind if Daryl's leave was just more like he's gone. Like, let's say you have season 11 and 12. Maybe there's a bit of a time skip at some point within those seasons, because apparently it's going to take place after like season 11 or 12 or 10 or 11. I forget exactly what they said, but it I wouldn't mind if he's just like he's gone for a little bit. Maybe he runs into Michonne, he gets information back to the group, and like, again, I just don't want Daryl gone. Like, I think he really needs to stay on The Walking Dead, because him and Carol are the only season 1 characters still on the show, and Carol at this point in time has gotten a lot of the fans against her. So the fact that Daryl, especially this season, has been so great, I don't want to see him go as well, and especially after the moment with Judith, because I think that's just too tough on Judith, and the poor child's already lost enough in the show. So yeah, again, make his exit a bit more temporary, kind of like would be a good example of a more temporary exit. Well, here's one. In the comic books, the character of Michonne, after the war with Negan, she left, and about just under 15 issues later, she came back, and then Telltale did this like little mini series game that showed what she was doing in that time. I wouldn't mind something like that, like maybe a season starts and it's like, oh, Daryl's not around, but the characters like mention, oh, he's gone off and he's doing something, and then we get the movie and it shows what he's doing, but he does come back. And apparently the movie might also feature like flashbacks, so we could see like Rick in it, and we could see Merle in it, which would be cool, because I'd love to see Merle again. He's a great character. So yeah, when I first read this, I think I was thinking that, oh, maybe this would be like a movie that's set before he gets to Atlanta. But if you've ever played the game The Walking Dead Survival Instinct, you know that did show what happened to him before Atlanta, but I thought maybe they were trying to remove that from canon. I hope they don't, because I know Survival Instinct gets a lot of shit, but personally I like the game, and I'm happy that it is canon to the story. So, but there was a bit of a gap, because by the end of Survival Instinct, and this is spoilers for Survival Instinct, by the way, but at the end of Survival Instinct, Daryl and Merle reunited again, and they were heading towards Atlanta in a military vehicle, and you know, I thought, oh, maybe this movie could be showing them between that and then them getting to Atlanta, and maybe like ending with, like, I don't know, Merle going with Andrea, Glenn, T-Dog, Morales, and Jackie, and that would lead into the episode Guts from the first season. But apparently, this is going to be more in the present day, so that sounds pretty interesting. Yeah, so trying to think what to say, because I don't have a script this time. I just want this to just be me just more like discussing it, and because, like, reading it off a script, I sound so robotic. Say it more like as the words come to me, just say them out. But I would love to see Merle again in flashbacks, because Michael Rooker is a fantastic actor, and I would love to see him in this franchise again. And yeah, as I've said, I've pretty much said a lot of the things I wanted to say, that his exit should be more temporary. I mean, like, a Daryl movie, honestly, we should have probably seen it coming, because if you remember, I think it was during the making of season 9, Norman Reedus, who of course plays Daryl, and then Melissa McBride, who plays Carol, they signed a 3-year contract, and this contract, I'm pretty sure, was not just for The Walking Dead, but it was for other projects. So we should have known they were going to do something with these characters. My headphones are starting to fall off, but yeah, they should do something with these characters. Right. I don't want to make the mic too loud. But yeah, so I guess that was something I had in mind. Now, granted, it's not been greenlit yet, so this movie isn't for sure happening. Like, it's the same with the Michonne limited series. That's not for sure happening. Even the Abraham and Daniel movie I talked about in a previous video, that's not for sure happening. I would like all 3 of these things to happen, because I think they can add to the world, especially the Michonne one, because that could focus more on her group that she finds, and then the Daniel and Abraham one could tie up some of the loose ends from Fear Season 3, along with, bringing a fan favorite character like Abraham back, and fleshing out Abraham's character a bit more. And yeah, so I hope this movie happens. I really, really do. I just hope, as I said, his exit is only temporarily. Like, maybe he's gone for like half a season. I'm really surprised that a Negan movie has not been announced yet. A Negan movie or mini-series or something, because if you remember, I think maybe it's been like a couple months now, I did a video talking about my idea for a Here's Negan mini-series that would adapt the comic storyline of Here's Negan, which would show Negan's origins and how how he formed the Saviors, meeting other communities like the Hilltop and Kingdom and the Library Group and the Oceanside. Just seeing a lot of that stuff come up, and bringing back characters like Morales and Dwight and Simon and Gregory and Jesus. I say that it'll probably get announced at some point. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't do this, because Negan's one of the most popular characters, and Comic-Con has recently been cancelled, so we're not going to be getting any Comic-Con panels with The Walking Dead this year, unfortunately, which really bums me out, because I remember only reading a few days ago, like apparently San Diego Comic Con was still like they were still trying to get this out for July, and I was like, oh, good, good, good. You know, like that's not gone. And then only a couple of days later, it's cancelled. But hey, safety's more important. So I hope around Comic Con time, AMC still announces some stuff. Like maybe I say they'll still like show. Well, they probably won't show a trailer because if filming doesn't get back. But I hope we will get some announcements, like maybe a renewal for The Walking Dead, like a season 12 announcement, a season 7 for Fear announcement. Maybe some information on World Beyond season 2 if season 1 comes out by that time, which I fucking hope it does. And maybe some other announcements regarding the Rick movie and the future of Michonne's character, and maybe a like this Daryl movie is greenlit. I hope all that happens and that all comes true. So yeah, I am looking forward to all that. Like that was just a quick video. I don't fuck, this video went on for 11 minutes. I did not mean for it to go on that long. Let me just wrap this up quickly and say I hope this movie happens, and if you guys have any ideas for this Daryl movie, please leave them in the comments below and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching and goodbye.